What's going on, guys? You got Quasi here for Quasi Media Network and Quasi Animation Studio. We're presently on the studio, yes, the studio channel. All right, so this is clearly by the thumbnail and the description, it tells you what we're doing. Now, I need you guys to listen to me very carefully, okay? I am not going to go to new websites because I don't have access to the internet, and at least not through my computer. And I expect you to already know how to get the files from Xenoverse and extract them so you can have the folder such as what's in front of you. This is the Beers folder or Lord Beals. Okay. So even in Windows 10 and 11, go up to type and it's going to give you a list of things. Click EMD and ESK. ESK or is your bones. You want that because that's how you're going to get your parent. You're also going to need the EMD to FBX. When you get the EMD to FBX, that's going to allow you to create an FBX file to bring into Blender. So we want to select all of the files that we need. You do not want the LODs. Okay, you just want the ones that are not the LOD files. So we're going to select all of those files, and then we're going to go and yes, we're going to click those things. All right, so let me make sure I have everything. I think I'm missing the pants. Pants. Boom. Okay. No, I wasn't missing the pants. That's a different set of pants. Just click that one. Okay. So this is what you want to do. So when you do this, you want to take that and drag it over to the EMD, the FBX. Okay. So I'm going to grab this and drag it over to the EMD, the FBX. And it should start, and it'll create the actual FBX file. You heard that noise as me adjusting my microphone. Okay, so we're gonna open this back up and we're gonna go and turn those two off. Okay, so when I turn it off, it's gonna give me an FBX file, which is here. And you can rename it whatever you need it, and I'm just gonna name it Lord Beers. Okay, now up in the address bar, you're gonna click and right click it and copy the address, and then we're gonna go to Blender, gonna go to import FBX and hover over the address bar and just paste. Okay, click Beers. Now this is important. Over on the right hand side, you have your options. So you're gonna go to where it says menu orientation. Click that. You're gonna see forward, Z negative Z forward. We want Z forward without the negative. Okay. On animation, I'm gonna turn that off because you don't need it. And then under armature, we don't need anything either. Okay. So just click and it makes this clear. Just click import FBX. So now the um, we're going to go through a series of things, but I want you to first get the character in there. All right, so you're going to see this little cross area here, right? So this cross area here, right here, is all of these extra bits and pieces. They're like controls for the models, like this for the game. Okay, we don't need it because the character is in the middle of the 3D space. We don't need that. So you're going to drag select. Now look where my mouse is. I'm going to drag select. Then we're going to hit delete. Okay. All right. So my screencast should be on. Oh, it's not on. Okay, so we drag select that. Okay, now we're going to click the bones and we're going to hit G Z. Okay, so Z is your up and down, Y is your back and forth, and X is your left to right. Okay, so we're going to hit A because understand double tap A once, and then A two times to turn it off, or A once, or Alt A will get rid of it also. Okay, so we're going to hit A, and then we're going to hit Control A, and then we're going to hit all transforms. Okay, so this way the character doesn't go back below the bottom line. So you want them on the red line. Okay, so we're going to hit A, we're going to create a collection, and we're just going to call it Lord Beers. All right, so he's in there. You can rename the armature. I'm going to rename the armature Beers underscore armature. Right, hit the F2, and then I'm going to copy, hit escape, go over to where you see the data object properties with the little running man, and we're going to go paste. Okay, now you're going to say, well, you're going a little fast. Yes, because I'm expecting you to at least know how to use Blender. All right, now over in the object data properties for the bones, you're going to see bone collections. We're going to close that, and we're going to go to viewport display. We're going to go in front, so the bones go to in front, and where it says octahedral, you can leave it there. I tend to use stick because it makes it easier to see the portions of the character. Okay, and there you have it. The model's in, and if you want to, you can go into pose mode two different ways. You come up here where you see object mode, and you can go to pose mode. Okay, or you can hit Control Tab, and it will take you into pose mode. But understand the bones or the armature must be selected. Okay, Control Tab. All right, if you hit Tab, it's going to go into edit mode. Okay, so if we come out of there and I hit tab, it's gonna go into edit mode. Hit tab again, goes back to object mode. All right, so there you have it. The model's in there. The next video, I'll show you how to shade the character using the default principal shader, and then also in the link for that video, you will have um, a link that's going to send you to the shader that I use for the anime tune shader I use. Okay.